All right. So Mark, well, welcome first and foremost to this is it's gonna be your first time at IMEX, right?
My first time at IMEX, that's correct.
Oh my God, you have no idea what you signed up for. I'm just telling you right now. So this is epic because IMEX is the event of the events world in the sense
Okay.
of it's where everybody just gathers and you have no idea. You have to be in it to understand the IMAX feel. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but you'll
Looking forward to it.
all
Sounds
right.
exciting.
You're in for a big treat. And when
Good.
I mean big, I'm like, yeah, put on your comfortable shoes
Let me get
and
my steps in.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, your watch is gonna say, where are you at right now? Because this is not like you. But I want to talk to you about like I'm super excited because Turnout Now is with the Tech to Grow collective at IMAX. And I wanted to tap into your thoughts in regards to, just event intelligence and data. And we thrive on it and we fear it and we're like so and drowning in it all of it and
Or
when
don't
I
have enough of it.
or we don't have enough of it and I kind of wonder from that perspective, you know let's talk about how it impacts content or how content can be part of the event intelligence footprint or data print, if you will, for an organization. Like right now, we're dealing with a lot of clients that they sit on a ton of content and
Yep.
they don't know where to begin or what to do with it. So like give us like 3 tips of maybe something that they're not doing at the moment that they should be questioning.
Well, I think it varies depending on the organization, right? Some organizations have a really good handle on content and others, they're early on, they don't know really where to start. So I think the key couple of the key questions that typically come up is, um, am I getting value out of my content? Right? Is anybody looking at it? Is it the right content for what consumers or attendees are really looking for? Are they finding what they're really looking for? I mean, all of those things come out. I mean, people are spending more and more money on content every single year, whether it's live events or whether it's using it elsewhere. And they're really, the marketing folks that are doing that and spending that money are really wondering, am I getting a return on it? Right? Is it relevant? Is it resonating? So these are all the questions that really come up. And then the natural question that follows on is, how do I know? Right?
Right.
What do I look at? How do I track it? Right? So, those are all things that go together is, is it relevant? And then how do I know? Right?
So,
I
so what
mean,
are new, so what are new ways of, or new, I don't want to use the word KPIs because we have a lot of vanilla KPIs in our industry, but what are new ways of measuring whether content is resonating, has maybe a new revenue stream attached to it,
mhm.
has legs beyond the event, start and end date, for example.
So I would say one of the keys to measuring content effectiveness is personalization. Everybody wants a personalized journey, right? They want something that's tailored specifically for them. I saw a stat that said that, there's over 400 million terabytes that are created in content every day. So how do I find what I'm looking for? So the first step is actually to create very personalized content and lead your customer or your prospect or your attendee through a journey so that they can find what they're looking for very easily. Okay. And that's easier said than done, right? It
Love
comes
it,
down to
but it's
what
a
kind of
way
tech.
of like really taking a look at your internal
Yeah.
system, whether it's personalized to different stakeholders, right? Members, non-members, uh, even internally for your internal team, etc. So I love that.
And it's a
What
life cycle, right? There's
else?
pre-event content, there's event content that you're consuming. And then once you're done, now how do you follow up with your attendees and how do you create a personalized, you know, uh, marketing campaign out of that? So you have to go through the life cycle. And in order to be able to do that, you have to have the intelligence underneath to be able to analyze, evaluate, and then take the right actions.
Fantastic. What else?
Other thing that I mentioned is really, how do I find what I'm looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so much content, and there are traditional ways to find things. Typically, people are using keyword search. So in an event venue, you're looking at, I'm looking for sessions, or I'm looking for other attendees that are like me, or people or vendors that I want to go see. And typically today, you have a lot of just straight keyword search. All right, but that's not really cutting it. What you really want to do is you want to interact and create a different experience for your attendee. So what's the best way to do that? Well, let them put in a natural language query, right? Take that information and then go and hunt for the sessions, for the attendees, for the vendors that'll match. And again, personalize it. So then say, okay, here's what you found. And by the way, once you've looked at this, here's something else that's related, or here's something else that we recommend because of who you are. So again, you can even personalize that whole content acquisition strategy, if you will. And
Well, yeah, I love that you mentioned the content. I love content acquisition. So bingo, I love that. I'm going to steal that term from you. So be careful. I'll give you credit. But the idea of what you were just saying right now, where it's personalizing the journey, and it's through content and then through connections. So like, the contacts that you make during an event, or even not only during the event, period, contacts.
Right, right.
And so like, this is where I also think that just based on like, consumer behavior, different generational behavior, the relationships are also going to be impacted by who you meet,
Right.
What kind of relationship you want with them, on what level, what kind of content exchange you're going to have with them. And that is all driven by intelligence. You want to leapfrog where they're going to be, so that you're helping them and holding their hand, right?
Well, and to your point, personalization really becomes key, because whether it's an event or even when you're looking at content, you want to provide a better experience for your end user, because they're going to come back. They're going to spend more time, right? And the more that they spend time, the more you find out about them. And even after the fact, so let's say that I went to an event and I looked at, I did searches for particular sessions based on my demographics, but now to personalize it, I'm looking for, based on my actions at the event, maybe there's different recommendations for the next couple of days, right? I'm going to go look at this, or I'm going to go look at that. Now I didn't get to all of them, so now I can follow up with that attendee and say, by the way, here's the other 5 sessions that you wanted to go to, but you never got a chance. Here's a link that now you can come back and look at the replays. So you're continuing that good experience, and you're still allowing them to get to the content that they're looking for.
And then you become part of that go-to source that you want to be, like, not YouTube, not TikTok, but it's like one that's comprehensive, that will feed them the type of content that they want at what time, their own time, their own journey, and then it just keeps refreshing. So
Correct.
Perfect. I love it. And so
honestly, this is a mindset, right? So if you talk about how am I going to change that experience for my customer, for my prospect, for my attendee, taking this type of mindset and saying, I'm going to create a very personalized experience, then that affects all aspects, not only of the event, but pre-event, post-event, during event.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Well, this has been fantastic.
No, great. No, it was fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah. And I am super, super excited to have you with us at IMEX. And
I'm glad you're going to buy me drinks while I'm there. That's awesome. That's such a great, I really appreciate the offer.
Absolutely will buy you drinks there, Mark. Absolutely. But no, absolutely perfect. And we will see you in Vegas.
All right. Look forward to you. See you in Vegas.
All right.